Your kick drum is actually 3 different sounds working together. And if you don't understand those frequency zones, your kicks will never hit right. So let me show you exactly what's happening. Most producers think of a kick as one sound, that boom you hear, but when you break it down scientifically, every professional kick drum contains 3 distinct frequency zones, each serving a specific purpose. Understanding these zones is the difference between endlessly tweaking stuff, hoping something works, and knowing exactly what to adjust to get the sound you want. The first zone lives between 7200 to 20,000 Hz. This is your click, the initial attack that helps your kick cut through a busy mix. Think of it as the knock when someone taps on a door. Without these frequencies, your kick becomes a dull thud that gets buried under other elements. But too much, and it sounds harsh and annoying. In synthesis, this zone comes from the very beginning of your pitch envelope. Those first few milliseconds where the sine wave starts at its highest frequencies before pitching down. The second zone, 150 to 650 Hz. This is where your punch lives. These are the crucial low-mid frequencies that give a kick its punch, that booming impact that makes your kick stand out in the mix. When producers complain their kicks don't knock even with plenty of sub-bass, it's usually because this zone is lacking. The punch frequencies are what make the kick knock. This is why kick length matters so much. When a kick is too short, the sine wave travels through this zone too quickly, not giving these frequencies time to develop and be heard. It's like fast-forwarding through the most important part. The third zone, 0 to 150 Hz, are your sub-frequencies, the body of the kick. This is where the fundamental frequency lives, where your kick locks in with the key of your track. These frequencies give your kick weight and power. They're what makes subwoofers move and create that club-shaking low end. And that's why it's crucial to give these frequencies enough time to fully develop. Cutting your kick too short means these sub-frequencies never get the chance to properly form. It takes time for a sine wave to complete its journey down to these low frequencies. Rush that process, and you lose the very foundation that gives your kick its power. Understanding these 3 zones completely changes how you approach kick drums. When you hear a professional kick that just sounds right, it's because all 3 zones are present and doing their job. The click ensures your kick is cutting through the mix. The punch creates that audible knock. And the body provides the power that makes people move on the dance floor. Mess up any one of these zones, and your kick loses its effectiveness. But here's the thing, not every kick needs all 3 zones. Think of it like a painter's palette. You have all these colors available, but you don't use every color in every painting. Some kicks might focus entirely on punch and body with minimal or non-existent click, but the zones are always the same. The art is knowing which zones your specific kick needs and in what proportions. It's this selective use of frequency zones that gives different types of kicks their unique character and makes them fit perfectly in their intended musical context. So here's the revelation. A kick drum isn't just a random low-frequency thump. It's a complex, calculated sound that spans the entire frequency spectrum, from sharp, high-frequency content all the way down to deep sub-frequencies. When you listen to kicks from now on, try to hear these 3 distinct components. Train your ears to identify when the click transitions to punch and when punch becomes body. This awareness alone will improve your production dramatically. But here's the problem. How do you actually know when these zones are perfectly balanced? Not just guessing with your ears, but scientifically measuring it. So if you want to know the answer, hit subscribe right now. Because in the next video, I'm showing you my revolutionary Pro MB method that turns kick balancing from guesswork into science.